Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Dorothy Shallua, and I'm here with
Rose Guardian.
and
Rose Noah.
all right. We're here to do a book discussion on Unleash the Extraordinary You, Discover Secret to Release Your Potential. And I have personally authored this book. And today we are just going to be working on two chapters, the first chapter and the second chapter. The first chapter talks about know who you are. And as I was writing this book, I was looking to see what are quotes which talk about knowing who you are. And I stumbled on this amazing quote by Oprah Winfrey. And it says, do not be confused between what people say you are and who you are. It is very true. Sometimes people define us of who you are. But there is a big secret of knowing who you are. And I just wanted to encourage everybody as you're reading this book, it's going to help you understand who you really are. There's only one place that we should all start on knowing who you are. So I just want to explore what is a take of Rose and Rose. And if they would not give us that, I will come back and talk about it. Rose, what was your take? What would you say about this book?
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Dorothy. I'm very honored to be part of this discussion. And as for myself, it was a bit confusion, but I was very, very much excited reading the heading of the cover book. And as I was getting to the page 13, I read that you just had a word there like knowing who you are is one of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself. And I was like, okay, now if knowing who am I is the best gift I can give to myself, now how can I know myself? So I was in confusion, but I just decided to go deep. So I just had a deep reading. I read the first chapter and I just discovered, okay, knowing my potential, knowing my body, knowing my attitude, my conduct, it's all about knowing myself. So knowing myself includes all of these things. Then I just get to know, okay, here I am now.
Correct. I like the way you put it. You have to give yourself a gift.
Yeah.
Knowing who you are is exactly what you're saying. And I thought I should just throw it in there. It is the greatest gift. And actually, you cannot believe this. In almost every conference, every seminar that I normally do, especially in empowering people, I like to talk about this. I like to encourage women. I like to encourage ladies to know who they are. And knowing who they are, that they are fearfully and they are wonderfully made. They are made by God. It's the greatest gift. And once you know who you are, it is good. You are able to relate to yourself. You are able to relate with God. And you're able to relate with others. Rose, what was your take on this book?
Thank you so much, Dr. Dorothy. First of all, it's my pleasure to be included in this awesome book review. At first, when I just take a glimpse on this book, and I was a little bit nervous, but well, I said, okay, maybe at a certain age you should know who you are. My in the teens, it doesn't matter, but it's good to know who you are, your surroundings, your strength, your weaknesses, what you like, what you don't like, what makes you feel so strong, what makes you feel so weak. But all in all, it's a beautiful journey for one to discover her or himself.
Yes.
It's so beautiful that I'm just excited in reading chapter after chapter. And I feel so empowered as I know, okay, maybe I was extrovert. I didn't know that. So as I read, I know this is the character of extroverts. So I put myself in this group of people. And it's so awesome.
Great, great. And I like it. I also like to encourage people, take an inventory of yourself. And though Oprah Winfrey said, do not let people define you, but asking people can be the greatest tool to to know some of the things about yourself. Like if you ask your closest friends, if you're married, ask your husband, tell me about me. You know, you can, like Rose, I like to spend time with you. I spend time with you in the office. By now, there are certain things you can tell about me that maybe I would not know those are my weakness, or I would not know those are my strength. So there are certain people in life, they can point out some of your strength. And once they point those out, they help you realize, okay, so I am strong in this. Because I am strong in this, then I can, as I'm pursuing my dream, as I'm pursuing my idea, I can use my strength, which I have already done an inventory of myself, and then use that why I'm pursuing my dream, why I'm pursuing my vision. So Rose, what do people say about you?
Okay. It's kind of trick. Like I'll actually be biased.
Okay.
I can't just speak all of what people say about me. I'll just go to positivity.
Okay,
Do you
that's
allow me?
fine. That's fine. Just
Okay.
talk.
So
Actually, it's the best thing you can do. The gift you can give yourself is talking about your strength and the positive things about yourself.
yeah. Okay. So people do tell me like, Rose, you are an outgoing person. Yes, and at the same time, I'm introvert.
Okay.
So I am a mixed character. I have mixed characters.
Okay.
Extrovert and introvert.
Okay.
So it gives me hard time sometimes, because there are people who know me that way, and I might be in a surrounding, or I might be in an environment where I just need to apply my introvert character. So for people, they usually tell me like, I need to control myself. I need to put myself in a position that I'll be well defined. I know it's hard, but I'm still learning. So I think this book, as I'll continue read chapter to chapter, I'll find myself.
Yeah, you will definitely do.
Yes.
Rose, what do people say about you?
Well, it's good. A lot of people say that I'm charming. I'm so strong. I am like everywhere. And I mean, like, I can do a lot of things at once. So when I just take analysis of myself, in which area I am too strong, so I rely on that area. I can do. I help a lot. I help a lot of people. I just like to see people happy.
Okay.
Even it means that I'll use my last cent to help this person. So their happiness is mine.
Okay.
So at that point, if I cannot help, it gives me a hard time, and it said I'm helpless. So what am I supposed to do? So I'm struggling. I take that as my own. It's the burden. It's bothered me so much.
Okay.
So I'm kind of person who likes to help others.
That's great.
Yeah, and I love that.
That's
I really
great.
love that.
I mean, I like the way you guys pointed this out, because when we first started our first business, to us was like, okay, it was just me and Dr. Shallua, my husband. So I had to find my strength and even use those strengths in the area of our business. For example, people always tell me that, oh, Dorothy, you like to talk, you're outgoing. So right then, I use that as a marketing tool. Because if I can relate, if I can talk, I can connect to people, that means I am strong in doing marketing. I'm strong in doing sales. So yes, people can actually help you to take an inventory of who you are, and you can take whatever that is. If it is a talent that they are telling you and they are pointing it out, hey, you have this kind of a talent, you can use that in ministry. If you are going into a ministry, if you are that person, God has given you a vision of going into ministry, or God has given of helping others, like you are saying. You can use whatever strength that God has has given you, and then it will help you pursue your vision, pursue your business, or pursue the idea. For me, it was my strength, the way I related to others. I started to be the first marketing person in the business.
Oh, wow.
I'll go door to door looking for clients.
Oh.
So to me, it was very helpful to know who I am.
Wow.
Yeah. So what are those things that people talk about you that can help you career-wise? For example, you, Rose.
Yes.
I know you have a business. So how do you relate? How is this conversation helping you to relate to, let's just only talk about your strength,
Yes.
because you want to talk about your strength.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much. I'm now connecting.
Okay.
As you said that you use your strength to take it to the marketplace and you succeeded. This is what I actually realized, that this is what I've been doing, but I didn't realize that this is what I'm actually doing by using my strength.
Yeah.
So the thing that I'm doing in my business is outgoing, connecting. I
Yes.
usually meet people. You know, I have a strength of compassionate, and I have a strength of doing things in an organized way, like doing things in an organized way and putting things in order. So that actually led me to being in a protocol.
Yes.
But not only in protocol, I just find myself getting into other world, like market world. I meet people, I meet corporate people. So through my strength is where now I meet people, I build networks, and I sell myself regarding to my business.
Wow, wonderful.
Yes, thank you.
Rose has an amazing business.
Thank you.
And she is in the marketplace as well as she ministers in church. Rose, how do you relate to that?
Well, at my point, for my case, being a kind person, advising people. So I find myself in the area of my expertise that can well mobilize people.
Yes.
I have the strength, and we can do something that is really good.
Yes.
We need to work as a team.
Yes.
So I can divide people. Let's do this.
That's leadership, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I know
So
I
speaks
have
of
this
leadership.
spirit of leadership in
Yes.
me. I can be somewhere that I've never been, and the people just point me. You will just be in this group. You will lead that. So it's in me. Even though I won't say a word, they will just point it out in me. So I use that as helping people and mobilizing and do what they need for, what the society need, just to hear from me. And this in terms of my career, I normally work with pastors. Actually, I've been doing this for the past 8 years. My first job, I worked with pastors. Then I went to another construction company that I paused a bit. And then I came back. That's 6 years now. I'm working with pastors. So you see, there is a connection
Yes.
between who I am and the people I am working with or ministering to the pastors. So I love that. It's really good to help.
Yes. And Rose, you're doing an amazing job helping
glory
pastors.
to God.
I've
Glory
been
to
working
God.
with you for these few months, and I can see that strength and how you are helping pastor, a true administrator, just a key, you're playing a very key role. And that tells us, since you already know who you are using your strength even into the field of ministry as you're helping the pastors.
Yes.
At the fullest of your potential. Because sometimes there is a disadvantages if you do not know who you are. You can be walking on a lane that is not yours. For instance, like you are saying, your strength is in being kind, your strength is in helping others. So you are a good example of an administrator. So just imagine if you had two options, being an administrator or being a leader or being someone else. if you now you know who you are, it's so easy to understand this is my lane. But if you are walking on another lane, you would struggle. Sometimes we need to understand when we walk on our strength and we know ourselves and we walk in the area of our advantages, it means that also it means the grace of God is upon us. Yes, because I have been in places that I would do other people's work and I would find myself walking outside the grace of God. So I do I've seen this working very well in our lives. God has created us. That's why when we started, I hinted a little bit about if you want to know yourself, you definitely have to know the Creator. He has created us in His own image. He has put His own breath in us, and He has the best for us. How does that relate to you? When we talk about you are fearfully and you are wonderfully made, you are created in the image of God. How does that relate? How does that speak to you, Rose?
Okay, for sure. When I read this verse, every time when I read this verse, I find myself being energized again. You know, because there are moments where I've been working, I've been in situations where I pass through backups. You know, like you're doing this thing and they're not moving, the project are not moving, school is not moving. So and then when I just come to this verse, it's just reminding me of who I am from who created me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just find that my take is this verse is very true to me, and I've experienced it. I have experienced it, and I can testify. And from this verse, I just find myself taking more energy, moving again, standing up again, and taking things now into actions. Because there are moments when I was very, very down, feeling myself like, no, I've just lost everything. You know, there are moments when you don't see anything, everything is just falling. So as I remember of this verse, as I came to remember this verse, I just find myself, okay, Rose, you're wonderful made, you're fearful made, go and go. God is with you.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. I like what you said. And what would you say about that? When you hear that you're fearfully and wonderfully made.
First of all, it tells me that I'm unique.
Yes.
There's no one like me.
Yes.
I'm not boasting, but I'm just telling that how God created me is just in a unique way.
Yes.
There is a certain purpose He puts inside of you, in you. You are the one to fulfill it. No one else can do it on your place. So I should be happy that I'm unique.
Yes.
On my own terms,
Yes.
I don't look like other people. I am not, I don't know how to put it, but just the way I am, I should be happy and bless the Lord for who I am.
Yes.
We are different, and that difference makes us beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, I cannot look like Rose, I cannot look like you, but I'm me. You say you are the way you are. If you smile, you see, you're more beautiful. If you just, with your glasses, you're so beautiful. So it's a kind of a different thing that gives us a more energy to keep moving every single day. When you remember that, God created me with a special purpose. I'm unique. He knows me from the beginning, since ever He created the world. He knew me since I was in my mother's womb.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful thing to know this, and it energizes you every single day.
I love what you said. And I love my laugh.
It's nice.
You're wonderfully made.
I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
I love what you said, and it just brings it all together. That when you know from that perspective, You know you are unique. You know you have a purpose. And you know you are the only one who can fulfill it. That means God has created you with strength, with talent, with skills. You are who you are to fulfill that purpose. You should be comfortable. We should be comfortable as women to be women, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Men should be comfortable to be men. Boys should be comfortable because that's who they are created to be. It talks about you as being unique. You are built with this kind of a body to fulfill something. You are not having, let's say you are not light skinned. For example, I'm not light skinned. I should be comfortable of not being light skinned. You should be comfortable of being fair skinned, right? I mean, everybody should be really comfortable of who God has created to be. And everybody should be comfortable also on the talents God has given them. You might be given 5 talents. You might be given 4 talents, another person 3 talents. So it means you are only responsible on what God has given you and what God has created you. And we should be comfortable when we see other people prospering in their area. If you see another sister is prospering, hey, cheer them on, give them a clap, rejoice with them. And if you yourself, you are prospering, and you should be comfortable when other people are cheering you on. And then the other thing that we should, when we know who we are, we will be in a position on only doing what God has created Dorothy to do, not what God has created Rose or what has created you to do. I should not be tempted in copying other people. Because sometimes when we see so-and-so has opened a certain type of business, we think we have to do that. No, we don't have to do that. We should also consult. Do we take time? If we talk about God is the one who made us, do we take time also to even go deeper in knowing about ourselves? And how do we do that? For me, I like to pray. And I know it is through prayer God reveals about me even more. Rose, as we are coming to a conclusion in this chapter, what are the things that would help you as you are connecting with God? I hope this is not going to throw you off.
No, it's okay. Okay.
What is your take on that?
Yeah. So,
what are the things that you do to know Rose even more or even deeper?
Thank you so much for good question. So prayers is everything. As of me, knowing myself, getting to listen to inner Rose, it's usually through prayers.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I just need time to pray. As I get time to pray and I listen to God, is where now I can know, okay, now Rose, you're supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do this. I just get connection, this divine connection. We need to be fully connected with God, because through God is where now we can you can know if you're right. Are you in the right place? Are you doing a right thing? Is it right for you to do, or is it because someone else do? As you said, Mom, like we're not going deeper to know more of, is it true that Rose, you're supposed to do this thing right now? There are these things. There are politics. There is government, what government says. There is this, in Swahili they say wimbi, people are moving with the wimbi of anything that goes on in maybe in social media or in anything. So as of me, the thing that I usually do so as I cannot be confused is getting time with God.
Amen.
I usually spend time in church. People, they may see like Rose every day is at church, but it's the place where I can get relief. It's the place where I can get that connection. Having time with God, even just staying in the chair and listen, just having my own silence time. I think that usually matters a lot to me.
That's great. I like that. That's really great. Knowing who you are. As we are coming to a conclusion, what would you say about that? What helps you to know Rose more?
Thank you so much, Dr. Dorothy. First of all, I just want to quote this. It's just short quote. So, to wish you were someone else is to waste the person you are. So I
Could
don't
you
wish to
repeat
be.
that? I want you to say it as loud as you can so
Yeah.
other people can hear that. It's so lovely.
To wish you were someone else is to waste the person you are.
Wow.
You don't know how much strength you have inside until you go out and do it.
Yes.
So I am happy for what I have to do. I just want to reconnect with God as much as I can. Sometimes just to stay in a quiet place. Listen, Holy Spirit speaks every now and then. He might speak through the silence or he might speak through someone else. So what you have to do is to have that ear. Be attentive to listen because God speaks every single second.
Amen.
So I'm just giving you myself, and then don't be reluctant. Once God speaks, you will know to differentiate the voices.
Yes.
There's the voices and the voice. So the voice of God is so strong in such a way that you will not rest until you do what God wants you to do.
Yes.
But these other voices, it's just a disturbance.
Yes.
So let them go and let the voice of God inside you.
Yes. I like what you said. Listening to what God says, prayers, reading the Bible, and listening also to those who love us, who have the voice of God. It's also going to help us to know who we are. And the chapter is more than what we talked about.
Oh,
Wow.
Yes, it's more than. Ladies, the tea. We have not been sipping any of this tea. So, I just want to encourage everybody to take a minute and read chapter 1. It's all about knowing who you are. It's going to take you through the knowledge of understanding from God's perspective, understanding your body, your personalities, your values, your dreams, your temperament, if you are extrovert or introvert, and it's gonna just help you in different areas so that you can know who you are. Once again, this is Unleash the Extraordinary You, Discover Secret to Release Your Potential. We've been discussing on chapter 1. Thank you.